Reece, welcome to the Taskmaster podcast.
Thank you. Nice to be back.
Is it nice to be back? It's bringing back good memories.
It's fond memories, yeah. It feels very surreal now. It feels like, oh, right, this is the Taskmaster house. But my time here was a while ago, so it does feel like a distant... But it's a happy memory, yeah.
How long ago did you film the tasks?
The tasks were filmed 2 Novembers ago. It's quite a
wow.
while, yeah. And then the studios were May.
Yeah.
So it feels a long time ago that I was doing the first of the tasks.
Did you...
I was doing stage frights in the evenings and doing the tasks in the day. So that was quite intense.
Yeah, that's quite draining, isn't it?
Yeah, it was, yeah. Because there's not, you do a lot of tasks in a day. So it was full on for that time. And it was spread out. So it wasn't like intense. I know some people have done all their tasks in a block of time. But
yeah.
I was able to have sort of a regroup and a rethink about what I was doing,
which
was helpful, I think.
Your co-star in Stage Fright was obviously empathetic towards the draining nature of the task.
He was like, yeah, I did it all in 1 week. But he was also in a play when he did it. He was doing the Pillar Man when Steve did his.
Oh wow, and that's a heavy piece.
And that was a heavy piece, yeah.
Yeah.
So we understood what we'd gone through at that point. Yeah, it was fine. But
did you get much advice from Steve before you filmed the show?
No, he didn't really. He was coming back. So what happened was we were both asked to do Taskmaster at the same time.
Yeah.
And I was doing a play. I was doing The Unfriend at that time, which is a different play. And I thought, I won't do it yet. So Steve did it first. And he had great fun on it. And I think he was coming back saying, I'm being so stupid in a way that I've never been before.
Yeah.
In a fun way. He just thought, I can't believe the things I'm doing on camera. And I just thought, wow, that's interesting. Because he's quite, he picks and chooses well, we all do very carefully our trajectory and things we want to do. So I think it was a departure for him.
Yeah.
To do something so silly. But he loved it. And he loved the fact that you couldn't prepare for it. Because our thing is just hours and hours in a room, toiling, writing these things. And this is sort of the antithesis of it. You turn up and you can't prepare for it, apart from the prize tasks, which you can go to town on if you wish. But this was great because you just, in the moment, as long as you don't get task blindness, which happens, of course, where you think, oh, you've got to read it again, I don't understand it. You just react to whatever is thrown at you. And I guess it shows, it's quite frightening to do it because you reveal your batting average, I suppose, of how sharp you are or how stupid you are. I try to keep a lid on people not seeing how thick I am. It's been ruined by doing this. But because then it just sort of reveals your quick-wittedness, I suppose. But then again, the show is sort of so cleverly constructed that where you think you are doing very well, you're not, and when sometimes where you're not, you thought you've been terrible, it works out all right. It's very strange. Not really like a real show where points are correctly aligned. That was what Steve got cross about as well, because he was like, well, I was clearly the best. And Greg's like, no, trying too hard.
That's it. If you show Greg one glimmer that you want the points, he won't give you the points.
Yes, of course, yeah, absolutely. So it's a slalom of trying to second guess, but even then you can't do that.
So the process of obviously what you normally do when you're sitting down in a room for hours,
writing
out things, and then coming to this where you can't prepare for it. Do you prefer one or the other, or?
Oh God! Well, suddenly to have all that work removed, and just come and enjoy being silly like a big kid for a day, and that is what I prefer. Yeah. Than hours and hours of toiling like homework in a room. Sometimes wars of attrition, just being silent in a room trying to think of the right word for a plot point or whatever it might be. So this was great. It was very freeing, and very silly, and exposing though. I mean, that was what was scary for me to do this, because I get asked to do a lot of panel things. I've not done many. I did Bake Off, and I did But Would I Lie to You? That's it, I think. And I've not really ever appeared as me very often. And so it felt quite a daring thing for me to do it. So it's going to be a version of me that's... People think I'm this cross monster. I know you do. But so it's interesting to think there's going to be 10 weeks of me on telly as me. Very rarely happens. I'm always hiding behind the mad characters that we write and these dark comedies, these quite carefully constructed things. So this was chaotic for me, in a good way, I think, and I hope it comes across all right. I was nervous about it going out, though.
No, it definitely does. We were talking before about how you were saying you didn't think you were as angry as people might think that you are. And there's definitely glimmers of it. You can see things bubbling.
Yeah.
But you just seem like you're having a good time.
Yes. Well, I think
you can see bubbling, Reece.
Right. Okay. Well, yeah. Michael Douglas in Falling Down, as Greg was pushing me to try to play that part. Yes, it's a fun thing, and I have obviously for many years played on the disproportionate anger and rage in any given situation. But in reality, I'm very happy with my life, and I'm not that cross really. I push it when I need to get a quick laugh, I think. But this was fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think we all got on really well, and it was. You can get mock cross about the point scoring system because it is unfair.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of bad luck in this program. But
I'm sure
we'll talk about.
I'm not sure we necessarily meant to have you in on this episode where you do quite badly.
Yes.
In this episode, sometimes that happens where it's just a bit of accidental crossover. But
yeah,
I hope you don't mind going through some of your failures.
No, I
today.
don't mind. I mean, in my mind, it's not really like I never set out, and I think it's a good thing to win it, or to think I can win it, or to study the tasks of previous episodes and think, right, what you do is this. I was quite green to it, actually. I've not seen a lot of it, so but they were glad about that. I think they said I was quite innocent going in and not trying to second guess it.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that makes for a more truthful reaction to things rather than a sort of, oh, he's really watched this before and he knows what to do.
I think it's good to have a mix, isn't it?
Like, I guess so. Yeah, you want people that, and I don't feel like we had anyone that was massively competitive about it, and that was fun. It didn't feel like, oh, well, we're all just lambs to the slaughter here.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. When you get someone that's really gunning to win it, it was fun, and I think ultimately in my mind the engine of it was the fact that it's comedy, and I would always go for the funny rather than I've just got to get the point.
Yeah,
and that was what. And I enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed sort of mining it for the silliness.
Let's talk about your outfit, because I know people are obsessed with the outfit.
People like the outfit. It's Withnail and I. It's Withnail's coat. So
there was a lot of chat before when you first appeared on the episode one, where people are saying that looks like Withnail's coat.
It's Withnail's coat. Yes. Well, what happened was I was thinking, what shall I wear? And I knew it was going to be autumny, and I thought, maybe I'll just wear like a long coat of some kind. And I bought quite a nice brown long coat, and then I was looking at it, and I thought it looks a bit like the Withnail coat. It looks like Richard E. Grant's coat in Withnail and I, which is a film from the 80s that people might or might not know. Sort of a great looking designed coat that he wore in that, and it's become sort of iconic. I think Chris Evans owns it now, doesn't he?
Oh, wow.
One. He bought it. So I thought, I wonder if I can get the Withnail coat, or get the person that made it to make me one. And I've contacted Andrea Gaylor, who designed the original coat. And
amazing.
And I didn't think we would have time, because I was nearly about to do the tasks. But she said, we can do it in time. I think I can do it. So I went for all these fittings, and I got the full outfit. So I look exactly like Richard E. Grant in Withnail and I.
It's incredible. It's such a good
lovely
outfit.
Coat, yeah, very Doctor Who-like, and just swishing around. I just thought, I don't know why. There's no real link to why it should fit for this, other than I went on Taskmaster by mistake, which is a sort of line from Withnail where he says, we've come on holiday by mistake. But it just looked sort of stylish and fun, and I thought I should look quite smart, I think.
Yeah, I don't think
scruffy.
There has to be a connection to Taskmaster. Nick Mohammed dressed as Dracula for the whole thing.
That's right, he did, didn't he? Yeah. But yes, it wasn't sort of to hide behind any sort of character. I am me. But yeah, I just thought I'll when I hit upon it, I thought that's what I want to do. Yeah,
it looks great. It's a good one.
Good.
Let's talk about the prize task in this episode. The thing you're least likely to bring in from home.
Yeah.
Quite a difficult prize task category, this one, I think.
It is, yeah, because you could go all out and pick. I did think at one point I would bring my fridge in.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, I mean, what's the reality of that they're actually going to lug out the fridge and I've got to put all cheese on the side and milk. And people wouldn't be pleased. So in the end, I went for something. I just thought, well, I've got loads of weird things in my house that would be least likely. And I don't know why, but I just ended up picking, I think it was maybe the idea that just to reveal that I've got a no swimming sign in the toilet. To me, that was funny enough to to do.
It's
But
great, and I like the little insights into your home decor and your home life, and the things that fascinate you. So, like the public information film.
It comes from this public information film, from the 1970s. Donald Pleasance doing the voice, and it's a very famous. If you know your public information films, The Spirit of Dark and Lonely Water is a famous one. Voiced by Donald Pleasance and warning children to not play in canals and get sucked down by springs and bedspreads and things underneath the lurking waters. And in that public information film, there's a no swimming sign that heralds before this boy nearly drowns. And I've got a reproduction of it. It's not the one from the actual thing, but it's in my toilet. And I thought, that's quite a fun thing. And not expected. Although actually, when you think about it for half a second, it possibly really expected from my house. So it was probably not the best thing. But quite a hard task, because you could go. I mean, Maisie does a brilliant one. I don't know whether I can say kind of been on with the doors of her house. It
brings in all her internal doors.
That is a surprise. It's very, you would not expect to go to that effort.
And
so I guess
that feels like an old school Taskmaster prize. So when it first started, people would genuinely bring in things that if they lost them, it would be an issue.
Right.
So there was one episode, I think, where Dave Gorman and Al Murray both brought their ovens in.
Really?
Yeah, because I think it was most elaborate clock, maybe, was the prize really so they both brought their ovens in. So Maisie bringing her doors in really feels like... And it's nice to have the message from her husband as well. That was being fun. Like, where's all the doors? Yeah.
Where are the doors, Maze? Yeah, it's really funny. So, in wake of everyone else's tasks, and everyone did, I think, quite very elaborate and thoughtful tasks. So I thought, well, I'm arty. I think I'll be all right in that side of things on Taskmaster. I thought I would do quite well, but everyone's game was raised. It felt like everyone was doing really interesting, inventive things.
Well, on this one, I do. Greg says it in the studio, but I do think you suffer from the order that yours is revealed in.
Yeah.
Because so we'll run through them quickly. We'll discuss them in more detail. I think before we hear about yours, we get Sanjeev's urine sample, Anya's coil, and Phil's asbestos.
Well, there you go. Mine's like just absolute run of the mill, nothing.
So you're lovely.
In a different world through a different prism, it would be actually extraordinary.
And it'd be quite dark as well.
Yeah, and it'd be dark, and it would be fitting to when it gets to me. It's like, all right, well, it would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah. But after we've had piss coil, and
asbestos.
Sanjeev bringing in his urine sample, he's so proud of himself as well when it comes up on the screen.
What it does, it's that thing, and I can see why it appealed to Greg, because Greg's obsessed with his health, and he talks always about medical things. It's always
he is obsessed with his health.
It's scary, and he talks about the decrepit nature of aging all the time, and I think it appealed to him to sort of play to Sanjeev's getting to a certain age and having to have tests.
Yes, absolutely.
It's horrible. I don't like to think of it. But, and also, I was slightly getting more increasingly annoyed with Greg that he was, just because we're around the same age, he thinks I'm the same level of fitness. Pegging me with the same, it's like quite the opposite, actually. So you're forgetful now? No, I'm not. I'm actually really fit in comparison to you. Sorry.
Greg loves talking about people's ages.
Yes, I know he does.
Yeah, he really loves it.
I mean, stuck at the end, Lloyd Sanjeev, with his two little pensioners. It's funny. I mean, I am older, but I'm not that old.
Well, there's a bit later on in this episode where you're reminded that you're the second oldest, and you look genuinely heartbroken.
Yes. Do I? Really?
You're just like, yes, okay.
It's because it keeps being mentioned all the time. Mining it for fun. It's not funny. I wonder I didn't get... yeah. People say, he's cross all the time. Why do you think?
Well, Sanjeev's urine, I mean, I've written down very strong effort from Sanjeev. I think, his prize tasks haven't necessarily been up to scratch in the first two episodes.
It's a funny prize task,
Yes.
Because what would you do with it?
Yeah.
To be honest. Freeze it? It's very yellow as well.
Very yellow.
I was like, well, anyway, I'm glad you're having a test because it doesn't matter. Certainly dehydrated.
Was that discussed in the studio, the colour of it? Yeah, it's not made the edit of the episode.
Lucasade. It's terrible. It's like a Barocca.
I mean, Greg is also finds piss really funny, so I think it's...
Well, we're getting to his level, aren't we?
Well, I remember there was a line in Man Down where a character said it was coming out of her like cloudy honey.
God.
Anya's contraceptive coil. I think Greg was less into. He was sort of a little bit taken aback by this one. He genuinely was surprised.
He was picking his way carefully through how to even talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was disarming. That would be the word, I think. Yeah,
but Anya's line about the if she's up there, who's flying the plane?
It's really funny.
Absolutely brilliant.
She's brilliant. Yeah, all the way through, she was always startlingly funny and inventive and left field with how she was sort of coming at everything. Had you
worked with anyone before?
No. I mean, Sanjeev I knew a little bit from just over the years, but no one else. Yeah, not seen Maisie before, not seen Phil.
Well, Phil brought in a clump of...
He was a massive fan of me. He never mentioned it, but suddenly he goes, "Oh, I watched. I came to see League of Gentlemen. I signed, and I got you to sign my thing." And he was played it very cool, but he was a huge fan sat next to me.
Yes, that makes sense. I'd imagine. Yeah,
bless him.
he kept it cool though, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah?
He did keep it cool. Yeah, I mean, he's quite mean to me sometimes, so I'm not sure that he's my favourite fan that I've met in my life. But no, it was lovely. Yeah, he's like a cartoon character come to life, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
A human.
I mean, just even the shape of him.
Yeah.
Just very long arms for a human.
He is like some sort of Quentin Blake drawing come alive and walking about.
Asbestos. A Quentin Blake drawing. He brings in a clump of asbestos. I mean, when we get to this point and we've already had
I was just
piss and coil.
Yeah. People are bringing in the coils. Then what? I brought a sign. It's nothing. It was nothing. Literally nothing. And then you're doomed because you think this is where I can get points.
Yeah.
If you're caring, just put a bit of work into the prize task and you might do very well, But
I think that would have done well if everything else wasn't so mad beforehand.
Yes, exactly. That's true, yeah. And I started to think that on a few occasions, actually. People are really funny and mad in ways that I'm not being. So, because I'm just sort of quite literal in wanting... I mean, I think maybe there's some of the things that I did were quite daft and silly, but mostly I was trying to just think of what fit the brief, and maybe that shouldn't... I shouldn't. No, but people not think... I was thinking not outside the box, in a way.
But I think it does have to fit the brief, and I think that's what the prize task used to be about, was the thing itself could be a funny thing that fit the brief. Whereas now, I think there feels a bit more pressure to bring in a thing and have a bit, have something to say about it. So like Anya's, who's flying the plane, is such a funny line that was obviously like she had ready to go.
Yes, it does almost come down to how it lands as a bit and how funny the surrounding banter about it is that will get you through the wall that is Greg's decision-making process in the moment, because you are literally at the whim of that.
Yeah. You're at the
you can see it slipping away as he's just calibrating what he thinks is what's made him
and it's devastating.
It's terrible. And you're just going, that's really not going to be fair. And I see it's gone. The flame has flickered from his eyes, and I am out of this.
I was so pathetic when I did it as well. Every time we were like, and I've brought this in, and I hope you like it.
Like a little school child with an apple for the teacher.
Exactly.
Oh. I know, it's awful because you're exposed to. You've tried.
Yeah.
That's why, I mean, the tasks themselves, you're sort of in a flurry of mad panic, and you can do well by accident or not. But this is the considered time where you've put a bit of effort in.
Yeah.
And then to have that now.
No, 1 point.
Devastating. Did I get 1 point? I think I got the least, didn't I?
You did get 1 point in this, which is unbelievable because I think it's a lovely thing.
Yeah, but it's just not inventive enough. It's just sort of expected.
Well, also because it was something from your house. I don't believe for a second that Phil got asbestos out of his walls.
No.
Even though, and I don't know what I mean by this, Phil looks like he'd have asbestos in his flat.
Absolutely looks like he should be living somewhere with asbestos, yeah. It feels like that coat he had on was padded with asbestos to me.
I mean, that got 2 points, to be fair, but I feel like you definitely should have got one more for yours.
Yeah.
And Maisie, Anya and Sanjeev all got 5 points.
Yeah, and he's doing that a bit too often, I think.
Yeah.
Being a bit, I mean, it must be annoying for Alex, who's a stickler for, don't just do that. Everyone, when he can't decide, he's not doing his job.
Yeah. I don't...
Sorry, make a decision. It might be hard for you, but you make a decision
you
about
are the Taskmaster.
Delineating who's... Yeah, you are the Taskmaster. 5 for all of you because I can't think of
And I think that genuinely does annoy Alex. Like, not in a funny way. He wants, the whole point of it was 1 to 5 points.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's just not, it doesn't to not stick to that. It's his one requirement.
Yeah.
Sat there with it and he's thrown.
He rocks up. He scribbles down an idea for the intro, and then he just gives everyone 5 points.
Yeah, I know. We've been toiling out in the all weathers. We've doing these things for him. Anyway.
Task 1, make the most accurate little model of the Chesham United mascot.
This was annoying.
You may only see what is inside 2 of the toilet tents. You may not use technology. You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now. Go Generals.
Yeah. I think this was maybe one of the first ones we did.
Yeah.
So I think I was disproportionately cross with Alex. But I don't know anything the first thing about football. I didn't know that his link to the football team.
Yeah.
I do now. But I
don't think that matters with this task.
It didn't matter about the task.
But you're instantly saying that as well. You're like, I don't like football, so I'm not doing it.
Yeah. That's probably not going to end well, is it? If I don't like the idea of the concept of it. But this all rested on which tent I looked in. If I'd have looked in the pig tent, I'd have seen it was a pig and I probably thought, oh, right, that's the mascot. And I would have done a brilliant pig that would have won it 5 points. In whatever medium you like, plasticine, drawing, anything.
Yeah, you'd have done a brilliant pig.
Of course I would.
Yeah.
I am brilliant at art.
Yeah.
And then it just annoyed me so much that, oh, right, you've always had a heads up and you've done shit ones. I could have done a really brilliant pig. Exactly like the one in the tent. But I get a treasure chest and some crayons, I don't know what, and a piece of ham. So, where's my link to what it's meant to look like? So then, I don't know why, but I went down some sort of military army type situation.
Well, because the Go Generals, I guess, was
it stuck in my head in a strange way. Go Generals.
Yes.
A cross, angry helmet, and a pig and a ham face.
And I loved it. I thought it did look good, and that to me shows that you would have made a brilliant pig.
But apparently, then suddenly the parameters were: does it look like a pig?
Yeah.
I mean, where does it say that in the garden when you're actually doing the task?
Well, it says it made the most accurate little model of the Chesham United mascot.
Yes, okay.
And I guess the clues were, obviously, if you found the thing, you're not necessarily sure if that's a mascot, because there was the bear that was the red herring.
Yeah.
And you found the chess set with a slice of ham.
Yes. I think, you know what, I didn't listen to any of it.
Because you were annoyed about it being football.
I was annoyed about it being football, and also I just ran with the idea of the word generals.
Yeah.
I don't even think I was thinking there is a mascot, and I have to try and get what it is. I think I was almost thinking I'm designing my own mascot. You're designing it,
yeah.
So this is where I went down the wrong path.
Yeah. Well,
in its own way, it was fine, but it was just not deemed correct because it wasn't.
The Chesham United mascot, the chess ham pig, I believe was designed by Sam Campbell, comedian Sam Campbell.
Yes, yeah.
And there is a very funny YouTube video of him, like a short film of him designing it, and there's a story behind it and stuff.
And it is literally a pig with a chess.
It's a pig with a chess piece on it.
Is it a pawn?
I think it is a pawn.
Right.
Yeah.
As a hat.
Yeah, a pawn as a hat. Or it's almost like part of its skin, really, isn't it? It's quite horrible.
Yes, it's like pulled over, yeah. It's like a growth.
Yeah.
Greg would probably want to get it checked out.
Yeah. But you do, looking on the bright side, you do get compared to David Dickinson in this task.
I know, I forgot about that bit.
It was such a flourish.
That's a funny, yes, I know. But what's funny about that is Greg picking up on it.
Yeah.
Because the notion of his mind going to like an antique fair thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I mean, I did enjoy, what did I say?
Treasure chest?
Treasure chest?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know.
It did. I think the outfit as well. If you didn't know it was with nail, it does look like one of the more eccentric antiques experts on one of those things.
On at 2:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, like a Tim Wonnacott or something like that. Yeah.
Around a car boot.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. So yeah, I was all at sea. I think I was looking for clue. I was looking for the combination lock to unlock the treasure, and I just couldn't do it. So I suddenly was running out of time and thought I've got to spend all the time now just designing something. But
it did look good, and I think I know there was a lot of arguments between you and Phil in this task.
Yes, there was, because it was the decision about which was closest to a pig, and I didn't think his did. His was a mess.
He was trying to do the bear, right? But he
was the bear.
He was trying to do the bear, but
and
they
he
said
got more points than me.
Yeah, because they said his looked more like a pig because he did a bear made out of croissants.
I mean, what are we talking about?
Yeah, well, this is it. I think we're being very kind to Phil's, though, to be honest.
I do, but I think he had a soft spot for him.
Yeah.
And I think he was being a bit meaner on me because weirdly, he didn't like the fact that I'm nearly the same age and twice as fit. So he's being cruel to me, being a bit damning.
Well, and
also, if he thinks you're good at something, he'll prick that bubble, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, so he was doing a bit of that, I think, quite early on, just to assert his authority.
I think Phil feels more vulnerable in some senses.
Yes, yeah, like a big puppy dog. So
he's very open-hearted.
To him. People think they can be mean to me. I'm looking at a human being as well.
You should have said this before you started filming, Reece.
Well, I know I should, but you don't want to be putting caveats in. And then he would have read it out. Apparently, we've got to be kind to you.
Because you're a human being.
Yeah, and then that would have made it even worse.
Anyway, I think you could do an antique show later on, maybe.
Good. I've got that on my sleeve.
Yeah.
Big long coat on my sleeve.
Have you ever done an antiques-based Inside Number 9?
No, I didn't actually. It's a good thought. Some sort of...
Do people
haunted,
still give you ideas for episodes even though it's over?
Yes, of course. You should do one in... Oh, shut up!
Maisie's very chaotic in this. Wonderful moment where Alex says, please don't break the treasure chest, and she just throws it in the air and smashes it on the floor.
Yes, she's quite... a bit vicious, I think. I think it's frustration of wanting to win. I think I didn't really clock it, but she is competitive.
She's very competitive, yeah.
And I sort of realised that as we went on. But good-humoured and going for the funny, but yes, actually wanting to win it as well. More than I think I realised at the time. It was funny when I ended up being paired with her.
Yes.
But...
We'll talk about that in a bit because that is amazing. Yeah. I think she's sometimes filling the angry role that they thought you might do.
Yes, I don't think I was that angry, actually. And it wasn't like, I want to be angry and I'll decide to not be. I was genuinely just enjoying it. And so I didn't feel the need to have to pull out the bag, let's do the rageful thing. Yeah. I mean, it happens sometimes maybe more in the studio, actually, the injustice of it.
Yes.
But... in the moment, you don't have time to be doing bits. I mean, I think I was aware of just trying to do the tasks, You're thinking about the edits as well. But I was thinking about just trying to be funny. Yeah. In a way of... and maybe that was detrimental to try and get points.
Were you thinking about the edit as well? You were thinking about what's going to get in and what's not going to get in?
A little bit. I mean, you are aware... I mean, I know it's brilliantly edited and they're very kind to everyone and they are out to make every bit funny and they'll find funny stuff in the way that something is cut between. But so that... I didn't worry about that. I was pleased thinking, I mean, I'm going to be in a thing where you're not edited to look silent or look like you haven't participated.
Yes.
You've got equal share of this. You've got a thing to do. So I think that's good. I am fearful of being on things, and if you're not sort of gunning to try to be number one, you could be edited to look like you just sat there and did nothing. So what is he doing on this? He said nothing.
That is impossible on this show, though, isn't it? Because everyone gets their bit, and they
just completely silently keeping.
Well, if there was some sort of some cancellation before the series went out,
they tried to slightly skirt around a person being a fifth member, but they were anyway. But
if this was the first ever 6 contestant series and one of them was Greg Wallace, that's a big revelation.
Where would we
be? Anya does very well at this.
Yes.
Finds the pig mascot and recreates it. She knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it all fell into place for Anya. Yeah.
It did,
There's no skill involved. It was a complete accident.
Well, it looked good. I thought...
I suppose doing the thing was skillful. And she's good at art.
Yeah.
So that was good. That fell into place. But as far as I'm just annoyed that it was a bit of luck to find... Not necessarily... It didn't tell you, did it, that... If seeing the pig means, I know what this is, because like you said, there was the red herring of the teddy. So if you'd have seen that, if only I'd have seen that, I would have probably made a really good teddy, but it would have been wrong.
Well, of course, Maisie absolutely had seen that before, which is revealed in the studio that the day the mascot was revealed, she was stood in front of it, basically. She was playing in the game and then did not remember that was the mascot. And later on, we'll talk more about Maisie's memory. Yes. Because it is genuinely worrying.
Yes. Well, also the way that some things were edited to make Maisie look better than me as well.
Do you think Maisie's memory...
Interesting decision, that. Going to question the people behind this programme about why they did that to me.
You feel like you've been edited to look
aggrieved. Yeah,
yeah.
I am slightly aggrieved about.
Well, this is good. This is what the podcast is all about.
Well, good, yes, because I can put things put things down as they actually were.
Yeah,
and not how it's been edited. Fake news.
But yeah, Maisie's memory absolutely awful. Does not remember the pig.
Yeah, I mean, it makes it all so much worse, doesn't it? To think when you knew it.
Yeah, you knew it all along. You were there. Do you think after she took her doors off, she turned around and went, "Where are my doors gone?"
Possibly, yes.
Let's talk about Sanjeev, because I think this killed me. So even why he just pulls them out and puts them in a new tableau. He doesn't think to do a little model.
It's entirely its own scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
With no link to Taskmaster.
No, he just gets them all out. Presumably opens.
I don't know what he's thinking,
opens more tents than he's supposed to.
It's funny because it's a weird mix of absolutely I don't give a fuck about being on it at all. Genuinely in a way that I think isn't a bit.
Yeah.
Just been slightly bemused looking around like, what? I've come here again. A car came and I had to come here again.
Yeah.
And actually having very clever sort of inventive left field notions that are flashes of. That's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, definitely.
And in the studio as well. Really
so funny in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like definitely engaged in it, but not bothered if the tasks do well.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so fun. I mean, this is just arranging them into a sort of fascistic tableau.
I know, yes, that was really funny.
And I was so happy Greg mentioned it, because no one says anything when it comes back to the studio.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Greg just says, "I'm going to have to bring it up. You made the pig do a Nazi salute."
Yes, I know, it's really good. Yeah, it was almost like a sharp intake of breath in the studio at that point, because it was like it's been mentioned.
Yeah, we're going to have to mention it.
Yeah, yeah. And then Sanjeev just went with it. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, well, he said it was to do with the generals thing, he's saying go.
Oh, right, yeah,
go generals.
Yes, that
leading
was
them into battle.
That was it, yeah. Well, he's on the same wavelength as me in a way, but
yeah,
he didn't do a sort of pig-faced, ham-faced, angry soldier.
No, he went with the old Nazi salutes.
Nazi salutes, yeah.
Yes, I mean, some interesting interpretations of this task. When I first saw the task, I was like, "Oh, everyone's just going to do a little model. It's not going to be.
I know.
There's not going to be much variety."
Amazing, isn't it, to think this is what the driving sort of spark that keeps this show going is that you get 5 wildly different ways of interpreting a thing.
Yeah,
and that's what they bank on. In a further task in this episode, I think I save a task from being ditched.
Yeah.
Because everyone did it so quickly, but I didn't.
Yes.
And it may well have gone out the window, but had I not had the bad luck that
and you know what? That was very good of you, Reece. I'm sure they were very grateful.
Yeah, well, they were, and they told me as much. They said it was gone.
Until you
Everyone did
up.
it in 2 minutes, 3 seconds or something, and then 45 minutes. Anyway, we'll talk about it.
We will.
What did Phil do in this one? I can't remember what he...
Phil got the bear mascot out and then made the mascot with croissants, and it didn't look as much like a pig as your one.
Yeah, it was more like some sort of creature from The Thing.
Yes.
Carpenter's The Thing.
Maisie
but he's still got more points than me.
He's still got more points than you, yeah. Maisie just gets the bear out and puts a sign on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not an ideal situation either. No. She doesn't really make the model.
Made all the worse by there's actually in her brain somewhere is the fact that the Chesham mascot is the pig.
And there's a photo of her in the studio next to it.
Terrible insult.
She doesn't seem worried about it until later on when we get to the snakes and ladders. But Sanjeev gets 1 point, Maisie gets 2 points. But I feel like they didn't make a little model at all. They just used the pre-existing things. Call me harsh, but I don't think they should have got any points. Yeah,
they've not done the task by any stretch. I mean, literally nothing. At least I did something, and there was a link with the word general.
Yeah. But
I'm talking through the prism of my bits, but nevertheless.
That's why you're here. 3 points you got.
Did I?
Yeah. Phil got 4 points for the croissant bear.
That's a mistake.
That's wrong. And Anya got 5 points.
That's fair.
Do you agree with that one?
Yeah, I agree with that one.
Task 2. This, I think, is one of my favourite tasks in a long time.
Really? Alex said so, didn't he, as well? He enjoyed this one.
Did he? This. I mean, I texted him and Andy Devonshire straight after I saw this, being like, this is just amazing, because it's edited like a thriller as well.
Yeah, I know, yeah. It's really well done. It's such a good conceit as well.
Discover the name of the person in the lab. You must take it in turns to ask one question, and the person may only say yes or no. The other team members must remain in this room until the questioner returns. Each person in your team must address this person by their correct name before the task is complete. Fastest wins. Your time starts now. So, of course, it's twins.
It's twins. It's always twins.
They're swapping around.
They're swapping around. Yeah, we didn't realise until about half an hour.
It is the moment Maisie finds the twin.
Yeah.
And you can't, us as a viewer can't see what's behind the curtain. Yeah. She pulls the curtain back and gasps.
I know.
It's proper exciting, isn't it?
It's really good, yeah. It's a great reveal and a great twist. It's like, oh, right. This is so inventive.
And it's amazing that Maisie figured that out.
Right, well, so here we are. This is the Behind the Scenes podcast. Here to tell you, I figured it out. And it was edited to look like she figured it out.
So you didn't figure out the twins, because she obviously found
twins. Yeah, she discovered the twins. I'll give her that. But what happened was, actually, in reality, have you had her on yet?
No, not yet.
Right, okay, well, you can question it. The truth is, I said in the room, what if we're asking the girl in the middle of the room this question, and the question is not for her.
Right.
It's for one of the crew.
Right.
So I said, go in and ask someone else this, maybe it's not her at all. We're focusing on this person. So in my mind, that is halfway there.
Yes.
Because it's not, there's another person.
You're speaking to the wrong person, yeah.
And then next thing is I see the edit and it's like, maybe, what if there's another person in the room? I was like, you're kidding me. Because I remember in it thinking, why have you repeated what I said as if you've thought of it?
Yeah.
And it's used. Cut to.
Man. So do you think is she thinking about the edit as well? She's like, give him options.
Well, knowing her.
Yeah.
I think she knew what she was doing. But, yeah, it's just unfortunate that they've gone with... They had to make a decision about who to look like was thick and only knows A, E, I, O, U. That was quite funny when I repeated A, E, I, O, U.
Because you
A, E, I, O, U.
Very proud of yourself as well. Because Maisie's gone, it's just you in the room.
She's got me alone. Yeah, I was just ruminating on, what might it be? Anyway, so yeah, and then it's further complicated, of course, because they're swapping out as we go back to reaffirm questioning.
Yeah. And then you get get yourself, it's twins.
Yeah.
And then you get yourself all mixed up. You're both asking,
the same
does
thing.
Your sister's name begin with L?
Yeah. It was very confusing. And it did, and I didn't quite, it was quite, when they said how long we'd taken, it was longer than I thought. It was 45, 50 minutes?
Yeah, 45-ish minutes,
it's a long time, isn't it? Yeah, but I thought we'd never do it. When it was like, right, let's go through all the girls' names in the world. And so it was quite amazing we did it so quickly, really. But then I think they did it very well as well, didn't they, the other team? So
well, they had 3, so I guess there's more, because they only needed to figure out one name in the end, didn't they?
Yes.
But you guys are always seeing the other one.
Yes,
so
right.
You've got to do both of the names.
Disadvantage in a way, yeah.
And it was Lindsay was the other name with a Y, which is unusual. It took you a while to
not helpful,
figure through that.
But a really great, inventive, funny task to watch
brilliant.
From outside of it when you know what's going on, yeah.
But I would also say Maisie did not necessarily get the edit of being the clever one in the team because of the Mambo number 5 system.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And in actual fact, in the end, the name wasn't even.
She didn't know. She doesn't know the names from Mambo number 5. Yeah.
So she's trying to eliminate. She manages to think of the song because it's got loads of girls' names in it. But what she doesn't know is any of the girls' names to be able to eliminate anything anyway.
Yeah. But I think my favourite moment of the entire task was when she gets it's Louise. She says, "Are you Louise?" She says, "Yes." She's like, "It's Louise. You go in.
Yeah.
Are you Louise?" And she says, "No." And you come storming back down the corridor, and you just see Maisie go, "Oh no, he's angry."
No. Oh no, I don't want to upset Reece.
And then she says, "Should we just try and calm down?"
I know. Weirdly gaslighting me into thinking like I'm furious, and actually most of the time she's the one stomping around smashing things.
She has smashed a lot of stuff.
I know she has. Aren't you a builder for it all? I mean, I did some smashing as well at some point. But yeah, should we calm down and take a little breath? Like, do you think that's going to make me calm?
Later on as well, you forget that you is a vowel.
I know, yes. I did do that, didn't I?
And you practiced your vowels just before
I was there alone, calmly, before the storm hits. I went through them, didn't I?
Yeah. Phil, Anya, and Sanjeev's effort. Like I say, there's 3 of them, so I think they are at a slight advantage, but the disadvantage is Phil is there. I think because at one point he finds a snooker cue. He's looking for clues in the room. He finds a snooker cue, which I don't know why that was there.
Yeah,
and starts wielding it around and goes billiards, snooker cue,
yeah,
and then turns to her and says, "Is your second letter an E?"
No link at all. Thought I'd helped by identifying one of them with a bit of sellotape off the floor.
That was good. I thought that was really good.
Yes,
yeah.
And I didn't know whether they would allow me to keep that on it. But to be able to keep track of an actual one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good system.
It was a good system. Really hard though. I mean, they were proper identical, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, extraordinary.
Yeah. And you never expect twins, do you?
No. I mean, I think in horror films it's often twins, but not in The Task.
No.
I don't think of it.
See, this is the problem. You should have been in your normal mindset.
Of course, my mindset would have gone, well, it's twins.
Yeah.
It's always twins, a mad twin.
Or a ghost, or you're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the 3 things that we've done on rotation for 10 years.
I mean, they really don't do great at this. I mean, there's a point where they discover it's twins through Thompson twins.
Right, yes. Thompson written on it. Why didn't I get that? So annoying.
But there's so many things going on. Like sometimes,
it's extraordinary. Actually, you think it's that thing, isn't it? You sat at home shouting at the television because you think you do better.
Yeah.
When you're in it, you just don't see things. It's weird.
And they get Thompson twins. Phil takes that back to them to discuss.
Yeah, but it's discarded, isn't it?
Well, at no point do they go, they are twins.
Right,
Sanjeev starts going, so twins, is that like a double letter?
Right.
So they just don't think it through, and then Anya finally discovers them. But
right.
It's they get themselves in a real muddle because they're going through the alphabet.
A pickle, yeah.
Yeah, and then they think the name's Loud.
It was clever of Maisie to eliminate via sections of the alphabet.
Yeah, I thought that was good.
Let's go through, bum, bum, bum.
Yeah.
It's quite methodical,
Yeah. So she's a bit clever sometimes.
She is, of course she is. No, she's very bright and clever, but it's just annoyingly she's been edited to look cleverer than she actually was on this occasion.
There's a moment when Anya goes in as well, knowing they're twins or knowing there's someone else in the room, and she checks for the other twin under the table.
Right.
And there's no tablecloth or anything, it's just like,
perhaps if I look more carefully.
Yeah.
So I look into there. Oh no, there really isn't.
There's no twin under there. Or as if it's like 2 people like on each other's shoulders or something.
Yes, like a coat.
Yeah.
Long coat, I know.
But in the end, you and Maisie did it in 44 minutes, 30 seconds and get the 5 points.
Right.
And they do it in 1 hour, 3 minutes.
Wow. Quite a bit longer then.
And they get 1 point because Phil suggests he should get 1 point and give the other 2 points. So Greg gives them all 1 point.
Right.
Yeah.
Again, slightly not sure about that, but there you go.
You made a funny little noise when you went in and said, does your name begin with A to P? And she says no, and you went, ooh. I felt like you were really enjoying this one.
I did enjoy it. Yeah. It was a sort of Sherlock Holmes mystery to
Yes, again,
unlock.
The coat was perfect.
Perfect for the scenario, yeah. And I think I remember it was fun when I went in and said, we're on to you.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the fact that we were ahead of the game finally, that they were not. The wool was no longer over our eyes.
In that room as well, which has an interrogation feel to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's horrible. It's like being a lab rat.
Task 3, part 1, create your own snakes and steps board.
Right.
You must add 1 snake and 1 set of steps. You must also add 1 mystery box. The instruction inside the mystery box is up to you. You have 10 minutes. Your time starts now.
Yeah, this was odd. When that was bestowed on us in a sort of twilight evening here down there, I thought, well, there wasn't much instruction to it, and so I didn't even really get that. I was thinking, what do you mean stakes and steps? Invent new rules for it? It was almost like I'd never heard of the idea of a board game. Yeah. That's why I think it came across like, but obviously I did, but then I was thinking, obviously I didn't think this was going to come back to bite us later on when we would be on a huge version of the game.
Well, that's what Alex said.
Applying.
Yeah, Alex said none of you suspected that you'd have to play it later on.
No, I mean, and it's so obvious now to think. Of course, we're setting up something that's going to pay off.
Because that's never just going to be the task design.
No, yeah, because in and of itself, it was nothing. It was like, thank you very much, go now. It's like, what have we done there? That was nothing. Other than lay things that were literally going to come back to bite later.
Yeah.
And did for me.
And very much did. Part 2 is win snakes and steps. Players will move from youngest to oldest.
Again, such an ageist show.
You must throw the die properly each time, and you must not tamper with the die. If you land on the head of a snake, you must slither down its tail. If you land at the base of a step, you must climb it. If you land on a mystery box, you must do what it says. First to land exactly on the finishing seat wins. Your time starts now.
Yeah. And who was the only one that actually was doing snakes and steps board and going along them and crawling around them? Me.
Yeah.
Everyone else, it'll be there.
Straight up,
went around the back. Oh, well, that's not fun, is it?
At one point, you got so annoyed with the dice as well.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
You go, it's just a spongy thing with numbers written on it.
Yeah, the dice. Massive spongy dice. I mean, things didn't go... The comedy gods, as far as like maintaining that was going to go on for as long as it did, were in play that day, weren't they?
It's so funny.
It's just it's such bad luck.
Yeah.
That I kept going down the snake on...
And it was always
the
Phil.
Placement.
It was
Phil
always
had done it. Yes.
And it was always Phil who screwed you over, so it was the one that goes up to the top and then down again.
My nemesis, he was there at that point. I'd never even met him at that point.
Yeah.
We were in the world of just doing the tasks in isolation. I thought, who is this person that's out to get me, has set this trap?
So you're annoyed with him before you'd even met him at this point. Yeah.
I mean, he was lovely when I met him.
Yeah.
And things had moved on by then. So it was fine. But in the moment on that day when I was not making any progress, it didn't occur to me that everyone else did it in 3 or 4.
I think that's even wilder that they managed to...
It's extra. I mean, surely that in itself is luck on all of their parts.
Yeah.
I got bad luck the other way, but they got good luck the other way as well, because it was quite something that it went on as long as it did. And I was genuinely falling. All the chairs were snapping. They were like, you all right? You've got a show tonight? Yes, I know.
It was, from that, like the tragedy of you not doing well in the game and then the slapstick of you falling over in your big coat.
Yeah, coat that's flapping and smashing through. Yes, but I mean, I was surprised no one else did clamber along the steps, but maybe they just thought it's too dangerous. But I was going for it. I was climbing up and back and down. I was exhausted.
Yeah, well, you were doing it for ages.
Yes. Yes, it was.
And the mystery box, you got your own mystery box.
Got my own mystery box, bit by a snake.
Which was great, which I think you enjoyed because you were like, I'm glad someone's doing this.
At least it's my own heist by my own.
So you did bitten by the snake and go and get
I went and got the antidote.
Yeah.
But then, when I couldn't win, I thought, I don't remember my life before this. Have I always been playing this game? This terrible, hellish cycle.
And you got Phil's mystery book, but you didn't know it was Phil's until afterwards.
You did who's this one?
Yeah.
That Phil's one?
All right, yeah.
Hello, mate, how are you doing? All these endless things, the time ticking away.
Go back to the start, I
did think I was impressed with it as a sort of irritating way of doing the task.
Oh, it was funny, but by that point, I can't imagine you were...
all humour had gone. I mean... And yet, was that cross? Not really. It wasn't that cross,
No.
I mean, I sort of in my mind, I was thinking this is really funny.
It's good, yeah.
And this is why I think, had I done it in 3 minutes like everybody else, it was almost like that's not really landed as a task.
I think you're right. I don't think they could have used it.
And now there's a reason why we picked this.
Yeah,
the perfect thing that could have happened has happened to this poor fucker.
I bet they were delighted.
Yes.
I bet they were over the moon.
Yeah.
Do you know what?
Because I was last.
Oh, you were last.
Yeah, I think they were all hoping that something would happen. Yeah, they'd all done. Everyone else had done it. It was like, this is in the bin. If he does it, it's gone. But no, saved it.
Because I'd imagine.
What points did I get? 1.
Oh yeah.
All that comedic effort.
You took 42 minutes, Reece. Of course, you got 1 point.
There should be an alternative world where the reality of what you should get gets bestowed.
So you get 5 points because it's the funniest.
5 points because it's the funniest. Saves the whole task.
Yeah.
Of course it should be.
Yeah. Saves the whole task.
Saves the whole task. Allows it to be on television.
Yeah.
It'd have been consigned to the edit.
Which is all what you're there for. You're all there to be on television. Yeah.
Do you want the gold or not?
From the treasure chest. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'd imagine they wanted it to be in as well because of the Maisie situation.
Yes.
Of the fact she walks in and says, "What's all this?" She didn't remember any of it.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That was brilliant. Yeah.
And Alex says, "Well, you're playing against." You
remember we did the thing where you had to invent a.
She had no idea.
No memory of it.
No memory of it. No idea. The other players. She's like, "Where are the other players?" It's like the other comedians. And he's like, well, you can't let other people design it because that's favouritism.
Yeah, yeah. I know. It was like,
it's astonishing.
Where have you been? Have you proper? Do we need like a tag round you when you go outside? So, I am lost. Please take me back to a phone number on it.
I mean, I know she's busy, Maisie, but this is a lot, isn't it?
Didn't seem like I'll do that. I'll do this for a bit because she could be playing. I didn't know, but I don't think she knew.
No, that was absolutely real.
Yeah, no memory of it.
Absolutely real. So that and you taking 42 minutes definitely saved the task.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think so. Yes, of course. Yeah.
And thank you for that, by the way.
No, that's all I was thinking about. It's all designed, very carefully planned.
Yeah, you're rolling that dice and just...
Yeah, I was thinking, no. Yeah. Hopefully it'll be a 6 again. It'll go. I'll come sliding down. Yeah, by the end, I let go of actually clambering on the board, I thought, because it was going wrong so often.
Yeah.
Roll upon roll upon roll. And so it'd be up there, it'd be down again.
Even to the point you have positivity beaten out of you that... And the last roll, when you do get up to the finishing square, you're like, oh, right, I guess down and then all the way down again. And Alex has to say, no, you've made it.
Have I? It was like some sort of like Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah.
Like, you can't believe I can go. I've achieved it. Yes, you can. I know, but I can't. I need to stay and do this forever.
This is my job now.
Yes, yeah.
It was 42 minutes with 32 throws for you, Reece. 1 point.
Extraordinary.
Anya did it in 4 throws. That was the 2 points. The 2 points did it in 4 throws.
How many throws did I have to do?
32.
And she did it in 4 throws.
And she's next. So she's next up in the points. Phil did it in 3 throws, 3 points. And Sanjeev and Maisie both did it in 2 throws, 5 points. 2 throws.
How is it possible?
They must have been thinking, well,
what's the thing?
Yeah, what's the task?
This has not been a task.
Yeah.
That's like doing the Snakes and Steps game again, where it was nothing.
Yeah.
Oh, we came all the way here, and then you've got a big board only on these steps. Roll. Goodbye.
Yeah. What's a rubbish task, Alex?
That's extraordinary. Well, thank goodness for me.
Yes. So let's talk about the live task.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the live tasks as a whole?
As a whole, yes. They're slightly nerve-wracking because you literally don't know what you're going to be made to stand up and do. Is something going to be put over my head? Am I going to be blindfolded? Am I? So, and they hang over you for the record because you know that's the last thing that's going to happen. And it might be, if you care, the difference between winning and losing the episode.
Yes.
If you think I can sweep and get in and get some more points. I didn't really ever think about that. I was mostly thinking about just trying to not do too badly. You've got some sort of pride. You do want to do quite well. Yeah, this was annoying as well. This was... Yes. I did really well, but I did it completely wrong.
So let's talk about it. Turn your cup triangle completely upside down. Your upside down cup triangle must be freestanding and you must obey the instruction written on each layer. If any cups fall, you must completely start again. You may not affect other people's cup triangles. Fastest wins. So Anya finishes first, does it quite well by flipping them over layer by layer.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to follow instructions.
No.
You think you've done it really well.
And finish second, is it?
And finish second, I think. Yeah.
Completely turning all over. Nothing falling.
Yes. But it's not completely upside down. Not. The cups are up the wrong way around.
The cups are the wrong way around. It's like a twist in the tail.
It was devastating to see, Reece, especially after we've just watched the Snakes and Steps.
I know. He was like, you're kidding me. It was just like a slap this entire episode. And
I'm so glad we can talk to you about this one.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's by design or not. You'd have to ask Daisy, the producer, whether we've sat down and planned. Let's get Reece in on the one where he does really badly and has multiple disasters.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was so confident because I've got a steady hand and I can do balancing things.
Yeah,
as I did in another fucking episode where I was on my foot for the entire time.
Yeah,
20 minutes. Didn't put my foot down. Everyone else was resting on a thing.
Yeah.
I said, "What's this? Everyone's cheating." Didn't say you couldn't rest on anything.
But
so I did it, and I did it wrong because all the cups were the wrong.
Yes, you did do it
really
wrong.
quickly, and I would have come second. I presume I'd have got 4 points.
Yeah, I think so. I think you would have got the 4 points.
But I ended up failing completely, didn't I? Because it all fell out of my hands.
It all fell out of your hands. Yeah.
I almost gave up. I thought, do I even need to bother? But then I would get no points, would I? So I did try, and came last.
It is difficult in those live tasks where it's going really wrong. Like my instinct is just knock it all over.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And give up.
Give up. There's no point even trying. Do you really want to sit out 5 minutes later watching the person struggle to terrible 1 point? Just because, so you've got, I did do it.
Yeah.
It's pathetic.
The worst as well with those sometimes is where everyone else has done it, so they just stop the stop the task. It's like you don't even get to do it.
Yeah, you may as well not be in the edit.
Yeah. Because the records take a long time.
Yes.
So the audience are getting tired by this point.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. So you're literally giving up hope.
Yeah.
Terrible, yeah. So that was a shame. I mean, it was in its own little tiny way. They're looking like I've done it, and then Alex pointing out, I'm really sorry, the cup's thrown around, is a little reveal in a weird little sort of, oh.
So is this another one where you saved it?
In some ways. I added to it.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a flourish of a...
Because everyone just did it.
A surprise within it. Everyone else just did it.
It's just boring.
Yeah, no, just started doing it. Yeah, I mean, they followed the instruction, did it very quickly and succinctly.
And
I thought, no.
You can't help but write a twist.
No, this is the problem. I've had 10 years and now I've got to upend everything quite literally.
Yeah.
And in this one, it came back to bite me. I failed miserably. It's terrible losing.
Well, it's been quite the episode for you. Yeah. It was 1 point for you, Reece, 2 points for Maisie, 3 points for Sanjeev, 4 points for Phil, and Anya finishes first with the 5 points, meaning Maisie wins the episode on 19, Anya close behind on 18, Sanjeev on 15, Phil on 14, and you come bottom in this episode, Reece, with 11 points.
But isn't it telling that I think and I hope it was funny along the way?
It was very, very funny.
Yeah. And what's more important? Winning.
It is winning, but no, it's my favourite episode of the series so far. I will say that.
Good.
And I think a lot of that is because you were very funny in it.
Well.
And you saved the tasks.
Yes. Where they might have all been there'd been nothing. There'd been like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have thinking, what are we going to...
Yeah.
This episode 3, there's nothing to it.
Yeah. We always ask our guests on the podcast, Reece, to rate their experience on the podcast between 1 and 5 points, Taskmaster style. So you get a chance now. There's been multiple injustices towards you.
Yeah.
You can dole out the points and you can do what you like with that power.
Is it... How many do I give you points?
Well, the podcast, just your experience on the podcast in general.
In some ways, it's annoyed me because I've had to trawl over these terrible injustices.
Yeah.
So in one way, I would say 2.
Yeah.
Shit. And in another way, I would say 5 because it's made me reevaluate my contribution to the funny aspect of the comedy that is Taskmaster. Mm-hmm. And so I'm pleased with that. So you've done both. It's yin and yang.
Okay, so you're going to pick one.
I'm going to put 3. Give you 3.
3. Okay. Could have been 4, but we'll go with 3.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely not 4.
Thank you so much, Reece.
Welcome. Thank you.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.